motorcycle.
All right. Click here and enter use. All right. We are live on YouTube. I hope if you're on YouTube, you can hear me. We're trying this out for the first time. Let me just check that other camera angle.
Oh, there he is.
No, we lost that camera.
Not that camera.
Wonder if the phone went to sleep. So, let's see. Is there?
It says it's okay.
Pardon me?
Well, the screen came up and then it went black again. Okay, now it says it's locked, but now it's open. Well, it says it's locked. Swipe.
So I just checked, the YouTube thing is working.
It is working. Okay. I'm going to have to re-swipe that phone. Of course, if it keeps blacking out, then there's no point. You went out of the picture.
Well,
I'm kidding.
yeah, that would be a yes.
And I'm back. Okay. Good. All right. But we'll go back to this and then computer. And there. All right. So that's what we're saying. All right, everybody. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming. Have we done a 5:30 before? Did we do one? We did one. I did one back in November. Yeah, I think we did 5:30. How you all about a 5:30? All right.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, good. I like it because you get out. You get out in a decent hour. Yeah. So anyway, today, a pretty laid back meeting. Not something that is going to learn. You're going to learn how to use a Mac necessarily better or worse, but it's basically about Apple services. And as I was going through it, I was going to put some slideshows together, and I realized on the website here, Apple does such a great job with all this. It would just be redundant, and they do such a great job. I'm just going to go through these, each one at a time. And if you have any questions or problems, you can bring it up and we'll talk about it. But for the most part, we're just going to go through what they've already got on the website here, because it's pretty powerful. So, does anybody use any Apple services that you know of right now? Any, using anything? Jamie?
I imagine everybody's using at least a little bit of iCloud.
Yeah, iCloud is. You can see that up on the top there. That's all of the services, that they list there. So most of us are using at least some of these, and they don't all. Excuse me. They don't all cost money. So we're going to start with the free ones because those are the best. And we'll go right over here to the wallet first. And already you can see add your COVID-19 vaccination card to the wallet. I have not even tried that. I don't know if you can do that in every state. I'm pretty sure in Florida you cannot.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
So does it prompt when you open up, does it prompt that ad or
No, it won't. It won't prompt you for that when you open up the wallet
wallet?
on your iPhone or iPad. No.
So what happens if you say go to another state? You're physically in another state, could you add it then?
It depends on the state, I believe. Because like I said, not every state has it. I know Florida does not. So if you have
I'm
it,
going to visit my sister next week.
where do you live here in Florida?
I live here in Florida. I'm going to visit my sister.
Yeah.
In Indiana, I can't upload it
No.
while I'm in Indiana.
I
That's
think
not
it's
gonna work.
Administered by the states.
It's administered by
Right.
the states. Okay.
Right. So I don't think that would work.
Another reason to write the governor.
There you go. So as you can see here, it's on your iPhone. That's where most people are going to use it. And you can keep credit cards, debit cards, driver's license. I don't believe we do that here yet either.
Not yet.
Not in Florida here yet. State IDs, transit cards, and we'll go a little bit further through that
I got a
here.
rewards card from AFIS the other day, and it loaded to my wallet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you never know. I mean, there's service. They're partnering with services, every month. So you never know what you end up having right on your phone. This is kind of what it looks like on the app on your phone when you open up the wallet. You've got the Apple Card, you get Apple Cash. If you have to manually put in your credit card information to get those in there, and then usually your credit card company will send you a letter saying, "Oh, we see you've done this. Want to make sure it's okay, it works, and you're all good." Apple Pay is Apple's own credit kind of debit card system, and it's getting more and more used throughout the area. And I really like it because it's, as far as I can tell, it's the safest way to pay. Not just the card itself, somebody stealing your card or something, but the actual transaction. No information happens between your phone and the computer kiosk at the store that you're at. There's no information that anybody could if they had a skimmer or a scammer, they could get information to screw you up. So it's really a nice and all that and whatever information is there goes away like that. As soon as the transaction's over, it's done, and it's like it never happened. Except each side gets the debit or credit to their accounts. So it's a really good system. This is what it looks like on your card. It's got great tracking and information and payment options. I really do like it. I think they did a really good job with it. And here's some of the partners they have here: CVS and Dunkin' Donuts.
So when you say partners, what does that mean?
In other words, Dunkin' Donuts partnered with them and said, "We're going to go ahead and if you want to use Apple Pay with Dunkin' Donuts, you can do that."
Oh, okay.
So that's all that means, really.
Okay.
Yeah, and it used to be Publix didn't used to have Apple Pay for the longest time, and then I don't know, about 6 months ago, maybe a year ago, they got it, and very very thankful they did. You've got identity cards, like I said. Unfortunately, Florida, I don't think we can do that yet. Of course, it's not everywhere. Coming early 2022, so you can do license and other ID cards, making it easier for you. Employee ID, student IDs. They're already doing student IDs at some colleges around the country. Transit and tickets. If you live in a big city and you're taking the subway, you take the bus, on a regular schedule. A lot of these, or at least some of them, have been coded to use Apple Pay. And of course, you've got your boarding passes come right through to your phone. Theme parks. I don't know. Does Disney do that?
I believe they do.
Do they? Yeah, it makes sense.
I think one of the first places I was ever able to use Apple Pay was to buy like a Coke at Disney World.
Okay.
They were ready to accept that even for small purchases. They rolled it out to the whole park.
Yeah.
Great.
I remember standing behind somebody buying tickets at the kiosk, and it looked like they were loading up the ticket to their phone.
Okay. So you got movies. I've done that. I've purchased movies and live events. I've done that as well. And if you've got an Apple Watch, anything on your iPhone you can use pretty much on your Apple Watch. You can just when I use Apple Pay, I just hold the Apple Watch up to the kiosk and just like that, it works. And now you're going to be able to. You have keys. You've got the home key. This is in the HomeKit app. So if you've got a certain kind of electronic key on your door, you can use it through this service. Hotel keys are using it. Car keys. I don't know about the car keys. I haven't seen. I don't know anything about that.
It's only certain cars.
Okay.
Newer ones, they just came out with this. So.
Let's hit the plus button. Okay. You can unlock. See, I already have this on my app. On it, the problem is a lot of these car companies like Mercedes, and then they have these apps that you can put on your phone, and it's already there. So it's up to you if you want to, do that with Apple as well. But this is all in your wallet. Get started, and so that's the first and the easiest and the free service that Apple offers. I'm going to check real quick on here, see if there's any comments. No comments. Let's see. Yeah, we lost that camera again. I wonder how do you keep your phone on from going to sleep? Is there a setting in there you can just keep it from?
I think so.
I think you can set a time. How
How
long
Yeah.
before it goes to sleep?
Because if it's asleep, I'm going to have to wake it up with my.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's locked. So let's not worry about it now. Any major credit card. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So let's go back. All right. Let's go again. So here's your Apple Card. You actually do get this metal. I have one of these. This metal card here. If you get an Apple Card, it's backed by. I don't know what bank they use, but it's backed by a major bank. Goldman Sachs, maybe. Yeah. And it has no information on it. It just has a chip on it, and that's it. Just or your name and a chip. So, and again, you have the physical card if you want to use it, but all the information, the credit card number, the date, the expiration date, and the security code is on your phone. So you have to go into your phone to get that information. And then as time rolls by and it's time to make your payment, you've got a pretty cool way to pay. I like the way they do this here. No hidden fees, no annual fees, nothing like that. And you get 2% cash back, 3% if you buy something from Apple. So it's competitive. There it is. Right there. And here's just some of the merchants that are taking it. There's a lot more than that, but that's just a few of them. Your card. And yeah, they did institute, if you buy an Apple product, time payments. That's about a couple of years old now. I did that with the XDR display I bought about a year and a half ago, and I put it on 12-month payments, and it's a nice thing that they offer, and it's interest free. It's very nice. So there it is. It's Goldman Sachs is the bank that they use. And wallet pay. And there is Apple Cash. You can actually put money into this thing called Apple Cash. I don't use it much, but if you want to put, it's like a Venmo thing or a Google Pay. You can put money in there and use it as you need electronically. So that's the financial part of this. We all have Apple Books on our machines. It comes pre-installed, and it's free, but of course the books cost money. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but it is pretty robust, You get magazines, newspapers, and you can have it read to you uh, audibly. What's on your? Actually, let me fire up. Here's what I've got in my library. Go.
I see you have the, like the iPhone, iPad manual in there.
Yep.
Because those are free and those are,
Free, yeah, free iPhone and iPad manuals. Yep. So here's all that I have, and if I were to just open, how about Steve Jobs? It's got to download first because remember, most of this stuff, if not all of it, is in the cloud. It's not on your device until you call it down. So I just called it down, double click, and there it is. And I just swipe to advance the pages. And if I move the cursor up here, I get table of contents. I guess I can minimize, I can change, go back. And I can add my own highlights or notes to any book that I have too. So it's pretty nice. So, and then you can do PDFs. You got audiobooks, and then you can do your own collections of books. You can make your own. You can select a whole bunch and put them in your own collection, if you want to do that. So it's and then of course the bookstore, and this is the Apple bookstore. New and trending, top charts, etc. And the prices are reasonable. So that's books for the most part. I don't think I've missed anything on that. Yeah. So, and podcasts, it's listening to books basically, or listening to shows. It's radio. And I'll be honest, I'm not a big podcast user. I know people who do love it. I don't use it very often. You can subscribe. I do have, the app does come on all your devices, so it's always there. And channels, curation, discovery, and you can integrate with Hey Siri. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Sorry. Hey Shirley. Play the news. And again, if you start a podcast on one device, you pause it, you open it up on another. They're all if they're on the same net. Well, it shouldn't matter. They'll play either in CarPlay, home, whatever device you have. It'll just pick right up. Some, not all.
traditionally they're free, but they just recently was a change that they could start charging for podcasts if they wanted to. So, but there's podcasts for everything. That's what you should know. Is, no matter what subject you're interested in, there's a podcast for that.
Yeah. See, I just clicked on the podcast, and this is like the first time ever opening. So if I have used it before. So it's a similar interface to the books. And there's your play button. And you can search and browse. And if I had to pick one, I thought I had some shows saved. Downloaded. No, guess not. But if I were to pick, here's Sanjay Gupta. And he's got his episodes here, a lot of past episodes. Latest episode, you can follow him. Hit the buttons here, copy, share. It's a nice app. So again, those are all basically free. And now we go to let's go to Apple News. Apple News is not free, except for the first month.
Apple News is free. Apple News Plus, so you can read some of the.
I'm sorry, Apple News Plus, right?
Yeah.
Right. This is Apple News Plus. So if you just have Apple News, right, you'll get basic stories. But the problem with you get Apple News here. I'll open up I have Plus, and so there's all these stories. And if you click on any of these, if you have Plus, it'll go to the story. If you don't have Plus, it might not. It might say you need to upgrade to Plus or subscribe to that magazine or whatever. So that's the difference. Um, and I'll get into what I have later, but this pretty much everything I click will play because I have the highest, whatever, the plus one or whatever it is.
Well, there's a little fine point there. If you're subscribed through another mechanism, say to the Wall Street Journal, there's a way to tell it that you're a subscriber. So then if you click on a story from the Wall Street Journal, even though you're not subscribed to
Right, you can.
Plus, it still lets you read stories from the Wall Street Journal.
Right. So if you're subscribed to one of those newspapers, you can click through. The problem I've had is the other way. If I'm subscribed, I've got the whole. You should be able to move this over the other way too, like New York Times. But I've had issues with trying to access just the New York Times digitally using my Apple subscription. It has not been a smooth experience, and I haven't really figured out what's going on there. So anyway, you can also, again, you can also listen to the week's best articles, and there's audio. So you get 300 titles for $10 a month for one subscription. And I think is there any other? Handpicked feed. So you can get it at Apple News Today, where they give you a basic rundown of today's stories every morning. And they're adding publications and news all the time. Some actually leave, but very few. So there you go, $9.99 a month, one month free trial, and you can do a family sharing for up to 6. So here's the difference: if you just get the free version, you can see the check boxes. The difference of what you get. If it's free, you get these down here, which Apple News Today, top stories, but you really don't get the full value of the app if you don't subscribe.
Do you think it's worth $10 a month?
It's such a personal choice whether it's worth $10 a month. I like the fact, because I go to it every day. The fact that, and I'll get into a little bit later my plan that I have. And there's all other plans, but I'm confident every time I click on something, it's going to show up. I don't have to worry about oh no, you need to do this. No, I don't want to deal with that. So I think it's worth it for me. Yeah. Let's see. Apple Arcade. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one. This is gaming. My audience here I don't think there's a lot of gamers here. Yeah. So, but just for your information, maybe you got nieces, nephews, grandkids, kids, whatever. It is subscription. $4.99 a month, 1 month trial. And I think if you don't subscribe, you have to pay per game, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about that, but yeah. So if you're really into gaming, it's great, but how often? What does it cost? Yeah, okay. Well, so that's that. Apple Fitness, this is very big for a lot of people. Personally, I'm not, even though they do have stuff for people in wheelchairs in terms of they can tell how far you've gone and all that stuff, but I just don't use it very much. But a lot of people like this stuff. And I kind of understand it, but it's $80 a year, $10 a month. and it's pretty robust. It's on your phone, your iPad, your Apple TV, um, and the watch is what I think what really helps it. So you can sync your data, and you can subscribe to these workout people. Let's see, where are they here? You got yoga, 30 weekouts. They keep adding workouts to work different parts of your body, different types of workouts, cycling at home. And they will do smart suggestions, of course, based on your use. And where is here they are. So you can subscribe to these, and they will cost these specific workout regimens, and they'll put you through at your own pace, and you can enjoy that too. The mindfulness is something that's pretty new. A little meditation. I think we could all use that. Anything else? Time to run. I think it really shines with the watch. You know, that's really because it can sense so many different things, all your heart rate and all these other things. And that's really where it helps. But here's all these different workout trainers that you can subscribe to and get their workouts. And there's the basic costs. Again, $10 a month. 3 months free. And so, got to get in shape. Apple Music. Most of us use this in some form or another. It is free, but you don't get much for that. This is new. This spatial audio with Dolby Atmos. I don't know if any of you have tried this. It's really quite remarkable, especially on an iPad. And if you have the earphones, the headphones, the AirPods Pro, it's got this head tracking, so you can watch a movie with this on. And I've got a big screen TV. I love watching on the big screen, but I was watching a movie on the iPad with these headphones in, and the audio experience was about as immersive as anything I've ever experienced. It was really incredible.
If you mirrored your computer to the TV, excuse me, would you be able to get the same spatial effect?
Yes, or if you have an Apple TV, you can still get it. Yeah. Yep. And of course, all of these things tie in with Siri, so you can ask, all those apps. I want to hear this. I want to read this story. I want to hear this song. I want to do this workout. Whatever. They all tie in with Siri.
Okay, going back to that audio thing, do you have to use the headphones and earphones?
To get the spatial audio, no. To get the immersive sound with the head tracking, which is over there, yes. That's what you do.
Pro, worth the price. They're awesome.
Yeah, I just don't like anything in my ears.
Yeah.
What does head tracking mean?
In other words, so if a character is on screen and they're looking one way or another, the audio, as they're speaking, the audio will sense it and attenuate and adjust to that, and you'll get a sense of that. It's hard to explain.
Okay.
It knows the position of your head in space. So if you're looking
Yeah.
at the TV, it's going to, you're going to hear that sound coming from the front of you. But if you turn around, it's going to sound like it's behind you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's fun. It's really nice. You've got the lyrics view in music, and of course with CarPlay. I have CarPlay. It's nice. And Discover. You've got your personalized playlists, live radio, plays and charts. And there's a new plan because it used to cost. Oh, here it is, right here. So here are the plans. You've got a student version, an individual for $10 a month, family plan 15, and then this new thing here, voice only kind of thing. And you can see by the check marks, it's limited for $5 a month. But for a lot of people, that's all you want. It's sort of like on request. You can't download anything. You can't really create playlists or things, right? But you can do all these things, and you can still listen to 90 million songs for $5 a month. Not a bad deal. But you can see what you can't do, and you have to figure out for yourself. You won't get the spatial audio with Dolby Atmos, which actually does work with the music. The music is now being reconfigured to work with spatial audio, and it does sound different. I'm not going to tell you it sounds a lot better. That's still a very subjective thing. I didn't like it at first when I turned on spatial for music, and I kind of got used to it. I kind of warmed up to it a little bit, but it's not like some wonderful thing. I don't think it's okay. It really shines in movies and TV and things like that. And if you buy an eligible device here, like I said, you get 6 months free of Apple Music. Not bad. And then you've got a student plan as well. So, start your free trial. All right, and we'll go to Apple TV Plus. So, get 3 months of Apple TV Plus free when you buy a new iPhone, iPad, iPad Touch, Apple TV, or Mac. It's a good deal. And so, Apple's been getting into original content now since this started. I don't know, 3 years ago, something like that. And here are the prices. If you buy an Apple device, you get that. Or if you don't, you get a 7-day free trial, and then it's $5 a month. And then there's the Apple One. I'll get into the Apple One a little bit later. So basically, it's $5 a month is what it's going to cost. And you can share with family. I'm not sure what that. So what this really depends on is the quality of the content, right? If they're making really good shows, it's worth it. If they're not making good shows, maybe it's not. I have it. I'm going to leave. That's also subjective. There are some shows that I really, really like on there, and that I think kind of make it worth it. Their original movies so far have not impressed me. I'm sure they'll get better, but for right now, their original movies aren't that great. But a couple of their TV shows I really do enjoy. And here's all the ways you can play it on your phone, iPad, Mac. And now all these TVs have it built in. Anything probably maybe 2 years old or newer, I would say. They're going to have it built in. I would check before you buy, but so you don't need an Apple TV, the black box. It just comes right out from the TV. There's that. And you can bundle student. And there's Apple TV 4K. So that pretty much speaks for itself. It means the content is, if possible, if it's created that way, it'll be in 4K, pretty much the highest you can get right now. So there we go. And now let's go back to iCloud. Everybody gets iCloud when you buy a phone or a device or whatever, and you get 5 gigabytes free of storage. And that's where your photos, your files will be placed. Notes. I did a thing about files and via Zoom last month that we talked about. So as you can see here, when you put photos in, it takes the high resolution version, puts it on the cloud, and gives you a low resolution version on your phone, so you don't take up a lot of space. until you need to call it up or edit it. And then when you do that, it'll download it, and then you can edit it, and you've got the full version. And that's what it's saying here. And you can share photos. It is easy to share. And then you've got iCloud Drive, which again, it's storage in the cloud, like a Dropbox or any of those other services. But it's nice to be able to access them from any device at any time. They all sync together, so it makes it really, really painless. You can organize them. Again, I did a whole thing about files last month. You can collaborate. Favorite apps. And it all, again, like I said, it keeps your mail, calendar, contacts, reminders, your bookmarks, and some of your updated across all your devices. So you add a new phone number, do bookmark or whatever, it updates all. You can access it anywhere. And then you can collaborate with Pages and Numbers and Keynote, which I've done quite a few times, and that makes it really, really nice. You do it through iCloud Plus, and it's a very, very good productivity tool. Your messages are all synced, and it does back up automatically, and on this Plus version. So your iPad, your iOS device, when they're connected to power and Wi-Fi, so they're always backing up. No need to worry. So when you move to a new device, very easy to do. You just log into your account. Well, it all comes right back to you, right into your new device. Very easy to do. And of course, to keep you safe, it's got two-factor authentication. I think we did something about that a while back. It's just another way to keep you safe on the internet. And you can browse. This is in beta, this private relay thing. This is a new thing they're doing. Another way to keep you safe on the internet. I'm not going to get into the whole how it works or what it does, but it just basically fools people into thinking that you're not where you shouldn't be. So, and a lot of us have seen this now. If you go onto a website and it asks for an email, and it'll say, you'll get a little box. It'll say, do you want to use this? What are they calling it now? Hide my email? Yeah. Do you want to use this fake email address? What that does, again, it just keeps them from, if they have your real email address, they can use it, sell it, give it to other people, and then all of a sudden you're getting all this junk mail. If you use this, the theory goes, that won't happen. But all the respondents, it'll still know that fake email address will still come back to you at your real email address. But the people you send it to won't know what it is. They won't have your real email address. So they can't use it to sell it, to give it to other people, to give you a lot of junk mail. You don't have to do it. You can just, when it comes up to a little box, you can just ignore it and type in your email. But it's there if you want it.
But it works with a fake one?
It works. It works. Again, it's sending out a fake email, but it knows what the iCloud knows what your real email is. Yeah. So only the one you're sending it to, they'll be fine, because you still probably have a password involved in that too. When you type in your email, usually there's a password for a site, so they'll have it all, and it'll work. It'll be fine. Yeah. HomeKit, I use it. I'm sorry.
Do you use the same fake one all the time? Or do you create one?
Well, the system creates it.
Or this system does.
Yes, and when it happens, you'll get an email to your box saying you use this email address for this site, and so you'll know what's what. But I think it generates a new email every time. Yeah. And here's HomeKit. I use this for turning on lights and things and fans and whatever. But this is the secure video. So if you've got a video camera or that you're keeping an eye on things, Footage is stored in an encrypted format that only you and the people you choose can monitor. And this is important. None of the recorded video counts towards your storage, your iCloud storage. So if you've only got 5 gigabytes, or you just decide I only needed 50 gigabytes, or what is it, 200 now? 50, 200, and yeah, you don't have to worry about that. It'll be fine. And here are the plans. Free 5 gigs, and then you've got iCloud Plus, 50 gigs for $1 a month, 200 for 3, and 2 terabytes for 10. And all the things that are included in that. So
The home video part of that, is that an Apple camera or can it be any?
it can be any, but it will have to have. You can use any. It doesn't have to be an Apple cameras. But I don't know if they make a camera for this. Yeah,
Gotta have HomeKit support.
it's got to be HomeKit support. There'll be a little thing on the box that says HomeKit on it, little square, if it supports HomeKit. Yeah, and then you'll usually what you'll do is you aim your phone's camera at it, and then it'll go it'll say there's, and then go ahead, set it up. We're ready to go. It's really painless. Yeah, really nice. All right, so I think that's all of that. Now, we go to Apple One. This is the granddaddy of it all. So you get a lot. Most people are going to want more than one of these services. So you can get up to 6, which is basically all of them: Music, Apple TV, Arcade, Cloud Plus, Apple News, and these are the plans. Individual, you can pay by month. Actually, you can only pay by month. Yeah, I get a bill every month. Yeah. So here's what the individual, you get the music, TV Plus, Arcade, and iCloud with 50 gigs. For $20 in a family plan, you get all this. And then for Premiere, $30, you get basically everything. For $30, you get the most amount of storage and everything else. Now, that's what I use, and even though I never use Arcade or Fitness, I do use iCloud a lot, News, TV Plus, Music. I do use them a lot. And I like the 2 terabytes. I have a lot of.
Like there's anything else from Apple that you're missing when you subscribe to that?
Is there anything I'm missing with the Premiere?
Yeah.
I haven't given that thought.
Apparently not.
Yeah, I mean, part of this is there's I don't want to call it an invasiveness factor, but you're all in with Apple. When most of us are anyway, we're in with them. But there's just sort of you really want to be that in, with any one company. It's sort of I don't know, it's a reptilian response maybe to, that type of thing. So I'm not looking for a lot more intrusion, if you will. I think I've let them in as close as I want to into my everyday life and, the information that they have. So I would like, I want access to the ID and, the license, ID and all that. That would be nice, and some other things. And I'm sure they will come up with things that I'll go, oh boy, I'm glad they did that. So you get 1 month free with these plans. And like I said, it's just everything. How do I sign up? You can just click here. Again, if you're going to use any of these things, go to this website, apple.com/apple/1. And again, all this stuff's available there. You can figure out how to do all this. But they make it easy, obviously, because they want you to spend their money. Let me see. Did I miss anything here? Go down to the bottom. Anybody want to learn more about any of these? Need more information?
No, I did have one question on the Apple Music, on the $5 version. You still have access to the 90,000 songs,
90 million.
90 million. Can you go in and create your own albums?
Nope.
Okay, that's where you said you can't
Right.
download it.
It's really just on-demand access.
Okay,
It's like, hey Shirley, I want to listen to whatever, and you can listen to anything.
okay.
That's basically it.
No playlists.
I no. Mm-mm. Let me make sure. I don't want to steer you wrong about playlists.
Now,
Here we go.
what you said we get for free? I thought it was Apple Music.
Yeah, I think I did say that, and I was wrong. You get it for free. You get it for free for a month, and then you've got to make a decision. Yeah. So here you go. Let's see. Full catalog, access your library. Person. Well, they don't really get into that, but I'm fairly certain you cannot create playlists with the voice only. They just created this plan, the voice one, 6 months ago, if that. It's a new thing.
Is it a family thing or just individual?
Well, the voice would be individual.
Yeah,
That's
pretty sure it's
the family
individual.
plan.
Pretty sure it's individual. Let's see. Starting list. Yeah, I don't see anything here that says it's family. And it's really just meant for people who want to, on your watch, you got your earbuds in and you're running, and you want access to songs, and you just get them real quick. And
See, over on the right, there's a family plan.
yeah,
So that would indicate that the individual. That the
right.
voice
Yeah,
is
none
not
of these
family.
are. Yeah. The AirPods. I'm not real crazy. I like the sound, but for whatever reason, there's a little thing in your phone in your app under Bluetooth for your AirPods. It says it'll let you test the snugness and the fit. I never get it. It's never 100% on either one of them. It's always no. You need to make it tighter, put it in more. Nothing I can do. And I've tried 3 different sizes. The little pads that they put on there, can't do it. The fact is, I think there's just enough variation in everybody and their ears that it's probably almost impossible to get something that's going to fit everybody. And I know people who have had the custom fit where they did a mold, and they swear by it. It says so much comfortable. Of course, Apple doesn't offer that, but other companies do, and it's pricey. It's a little price, but it's not crazy pricey. Um, and if you lose those, you don't ever want to lose those either because they're custom fit. Of course, you don't have to worry about. Well, somebody will steal them because they're stupid. But when they try to put it in their ear, good luck. Yeah.
But do you know Apple makes the headphones? They do?
Yeah, it's expensive.
Let's see. Jeez, I hope we were still there. Okay.
AirPods Pro are the ones that go over the ears.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, those are
I'm sorry, they're Max.
Max, and they're $500.
Well, yeah. They mentioned that they were expensive.
Yeah, yeah, $500. So, yeah, you can't download anything. So if I wanted to, yeah, you can't make your own playlist like that. You don't get lyrics view. Again, it's meant for people. You're on the run. You just want to hear music. You're not stationary. You just want to quickly get the music and then forget about it. So, but it is ad free, which is nice. And it works with Titan.
So everything I have in iTunes is now I have to pay for it.
What? No. If you've got did you rip your own? Did you download it from, or did you rip it, or did you download it from?
Whatever, some of it.
Yeah. Oh no, you don't have to pay for that. No. But that's it. No, that's an interesting thing. You're right about what I would like to see. there's something called iTunes Match, whereas when in the old days, of course, I haven't done this in so long. You had a CD and you'd rip it and get it in your computer and put it into iTunes, and usually it would be good quality, but who knows? And maybe I don't know if you guys remember the Napster days, downloading stuff at terrible bit rates and just awful quality. And I had some of that in there too. And then you could, but what? So you had, if you subscribe to iTunes Match for $25 a year, they scan your library, and if they have that music in the iTunes library, they will substitute it with their version. And they've had this now for 7, 8 years, I think, for quite a while. And it just makes it, I don't know how to say it. It just makes it more amenable. It's easier. And if you have a really lousy quality song, it's great. But that's an extra $25 a month, and I don't see why they can't put that in this Apple One plan as well. Because I get that bill every month for 25. I look at it and go, what am I? What? Oh yeah. I go, okay. All right, I'll pay. Okay.
I have my playlist on the Apple Music. I haven't changed that for a long time, and I have an old iMac that still has the CD slot in it.
Okay.
And what I did is I went and checked out at the library the music, and just downloaded it to the iMac and created
Right.
my playlist. And
Uh-huh.
so I didn't have to pay for anything.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely, you can do that. So this is iTunes, or not iTunes, well, music. Yeah, I did want to show you this too. So if you do subscribe to New York Times or Washington Post or any other periodical or newspaper, if you want to get into, you have to go into your music app and account settings, and you can manage those. Make sure I'm here. And so here's where, see, now it's getting into the iTunes store slowly. Huh. Don't know why this is taking so long. Touch ID. I do love Touch ID. Sign in. Hi. How you doing? How you doing? So this is my controls for my downloads, purchases, and again, this is in the music app under account settings. It's got my purchase history, my Apple account. If I want to add money to that Apple thing, and then I've given myself a nickname. Here's my subscription. So I'll go into manage. And here's my active subscriptions. And here's my recently expired or deleted, or either they expired or I just let them expire. And if you want to edit, if you want to stop any of these subscriptions, you just hit edit and you go in and stop subscribing. So I get Mac Life, Florida Today. See, this is I get Florida Today through here, but when I go to the web to try to get on Florida Today and I try to sign up and it says, I use Apple, it will not let me get in. It just won't. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah. And this one, I think, expires, and I'm going to let it expire. So anyway, that's how you would manage all your subscriptions and notifications, redeem. If you got a gift card, redeem this way. Again, for music, you hit redeem. Check for available downloads. I haven't. Yeah, none left. So. Let's go back there. All right. I don't think I have much else. I mean, the store is a service, but we all know what that is. Um, that's an app, for mostly for apps and things. Um, here's the iPads or AirPods, sorry, and the AirPods Pro. I think I saw these for $229 somewhere instead of $249. When they came out, I think they were $299. So, and of course the HomePod Mini. I've got the original HomePod. I don't know why they discontinued the. Oh, and there's that big file $549 for the AirPods Max. Hey, but they come in colors. Yeah, look at that pink. There you go.
They don't have animal print.
No, just solid colors. Yeah. So, all right. Any other questions or issues anybody's having? You guys are late.
Oh, I was just, what time did the class start?
5:30.
Oh, I had down 6:30.
Sorry.
I thought it was early.
Sorry about that.
Going like a bat to get.
Oh, jeez.
Change the time.
We are streaming it, so you can look at the stream. Well, we're recording it, so you can look at it. Look at that. That's here, the stream. Somebody gave us a thumbs up. I bet it was Dennis. Okay, I don't really have much else about this.
Thanks, Eric.
Anybody have interests for our next meeting? Anything they'd like to know about? This meeting? Well, this is a meeting where we talk about. It's called a presentation meeting, and what we try to do is get other people in the area to come in and talk and tell us how they use a Mac in a interesting, informative way. This isn't really normally where you learn how to use a Mac, but it's been harder and harder to find. Well, of course, with COVID and everything, it's throwing that out of whack. But that's generally what this meeting is. It starts again. We did just start it, change it to 5:30 4 or 5 months ago. So we used to be 7, I think, weren't we? Yeah, we were 7. 6:30. Okay, 6:30. Once a month. The what is this? The second Tuesday.
So 5:30, I'll have to change mine.
Second. Pardon?
This meeting,
Second Tuesday.
second or third?
Third Tuesday.
Third. Sorry. Okay, third Tuesday of every month.
The other meeting is on the first Wednesday.
Right. I'm sorry.
Instead of like a club?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the cost you pay each time you go?
No, $35 for the year.
Or for the whole year?
For the whole year. Yeah.
So if it's skewed more to the iMac? Or
We
somebody told me there's some in Ogali where they are going to go more slowly.
well we have 2 meetings. That's our second meeting.
Oh,
The first Wednesday of every month at the Pineapple Avenue Library in O'Galley at the library.
and there is more how to operate.
Right. That's more hands-on.
And
You
that
have a
was at
problem.
6:30?
That's at 6:30. That's at 6:30.
I have an iMac, I haven't connected it yet.
Okay,
It's
okay.
been here for 3 months, so
All right.
I'm kind of scared.
All right. Well, if you want to lug it in, or we could help with that. We have had people do that. Bring an iMac into the help meeting.
Well, I need a lot of stuff transferred from my
Okay.
computer from
But
Windows.
we could probably help you without bringing the iMac in. We could probably help you figure out some of that. Yeah. So that's again. So it's 2 meetings. Where's our? Let's see. Where's our website? Mac.
And this meeting is just basically different people coming here?
Anyone's a member.
No, I mean,
Oh,
beginning the.
to talk to, yeah, it could be anybody. It could be, but it's usually Jamie, me, or Dennis lately, because like I said, we just haven't COVID and everything. It's harder to find people. But
If any of y'all have a presentation you wanna make on, Mac or, iPhone, something like that, let us know.
yeah,
So this is Tuesday's basically what we did today, go over different sections of things.
no, like I said, normally we'll have somebody come in and say, "I use a Mac, and here's how I use it. I use it. Here's how I use the Photos app, or here's how I make a movie, or here's how I,
Okay.
write
Okay.
books or whatever." That's normally what we try to do for this
Would it
meeting.
be good to do it even before you have it set up?
To do,
To do this, to come in on.
That's good anytime.
yeah,
And maybe you could
Think of it as continuing education.
And maybe you could do, a health thing.
well, we do in the summer months when
Yeah.
things are pretty low. June, July, August. This will be a help meeting as well because we have a lot of snowbirds and there's a lot of usually it's not a lot of people here, so we usually do a help meeting on those months in summer. Yeah, but this is our website here, macmad.org, and there's all the information that you'll need there. Help meetings, membership program. So, and we've got a blog. Did you put up anything lately, Jamie?
Yeah.
Use the iPhone as a webcam. Well, there you go. I was trying to use it as a webcam, but it kept cutting out. But it does work. Yeah. How to find a lost file. Jamie's got a lot of good stuff in here. Finding a file, keychain, website issues. So, yeah. All right.
Reading and drinking, who's been drinking?
Well,
This was named, during the last century.
meeting and drinking.
There was more drinking back then.
Right. I'm going to stop the live stream now. So, you people on the live stream, we'll see you next month.